All right, so Candace, looks like I show here that you are pregnant. Okay, perfect. Then when did you take the pregnancy test? Yeah, so typically we do that just because we wait for the 12 weeks just so the fetus is developed so we can see the proper development in the ultrasound. We're able to tell more as it goes further along. And then we can also hear the heartbeat at that point, which also is a telling point for how the pregnancy is going. As well as at 12 weeks, you can also perform genetic testing. And so that's just a way that some people choose to start their pregnancy to see if the baby has any birth defects. And so with that, you said that you found out when you were 4 weeks along. And so when was your last menstrual period? So your last menstrual period was 2 months before, and then you took a pregnancy test that said that you were 4 weeks along. Okay, yeah, that definitely makes sense coming off birth control. A lot of times it takes the body a little bit of time to adjust. And so then what we'll do is in a minute we'll be able to get an ultrasound where we can actually date the pregnancy, see if you are 4 weeks along or if that 2 months, if you're a little bit more than 4 weeks because of that. And so then is this your first pregnancy? Yeah, definitely this is an exciting time. And so at the end it will give you more details. Yeah, definitely. We'll give you more details about how to take care of yourself as well as the baby during pregnancy. And so with that as well, how have you been feeling? You mentioned that you were throwing up and that's what caused you to take the pregnancy test. Have you been throwing up more since then? Okay, that's nice. So the throwing up is kind of stopping. That's just your body adjusting to the hormone HCG. And so that's kind of why you're throwing up. But now the uterus is the placenta is actually taking over a lot of the production of your baby. And so then you should be starting to feel a little bit better at this point. So have you been able to keep some food down? Have you lost weight? How has your diet been going? Do you feel like you've been getting proper nutrition? Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of adjusting to go through. Yeah, and water is really important. I know it's sometimes hard to drink water when you're feeling disgusting, but it will actually help with the morning sickness. And so just kind of push through and try to drink enough water. Are you also taking a prenatal vitamin? Mm. Yeah, exactly. The vitamin definitely helps a lot in all those things, and I'm glad that your mom told you to take it before you're pregnant, because like you said, you found out when you were 4 weeks, and a lot of the very major growth of the baby starts before that point, and so it's good that you're taking the prenatal vitamin before you even find out. We kind of call the prenatal vitamin your baby's nutritional insurance to make sure that they're getting all the nutrients that they need to develop. And besides the prenatal vitamin, are you currently taking any medications? Yeah, so that's the only medication you're taking then is just pain pills, ibuprofen? Okay, and that's just occasionally then you said, when you feel pain? So we definitely want to avoid ibuprofen during pregnancy, but we suggest to help with pain, you can use either Tylenol or acetaminophen. That works okay with pregnant people as well. Do you have any reoccurring health conditions? Yeah, like do you have a history of maybe like heart problems or maybe with your bones or skin, yeah. Okay, and do you often use your inhaler to treat your asthma when it gets bad? Okay, perfect, good to know. And then do you have any allergies to any medications? Yeah, allergies are hard sometimes, that's for sure. Okay, and then on to just pregnancy history. Do you know your mother's pregnancy history? Okay, so she just had that one miscarriage. All right, and then does your family have any history of Down syndrome, cystic fibrosis, or any other birth defects that you know of? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. And so now we're going to do the ultrasound to check on the baby and then also date it, see how many weeks you've been pregnant. And so do you have any questions before we move on? Okay, so we can see from the ultrasound that you are 12 weeks along. So it looks like your due date will be April 27th. And then the baby has a heartbeat of 167, which is great. Oh, that's awesome. That'll be a week to celebrate then. Hopefully the baby doesn't come early, right? Just kidding. Okay, so it looks like everything is going well. We also do want you to know that during the first trimester, which you're almost out of as well, there is a 20% chance of a miscarriage. It's something that is possible, as well as birth defects, as we already discussed. But birth defects for someone of your age, the chances are very low, but it's just something to be aware of. You can also do a CVS check to see if there are any birth defects currently that we're able to find. We can talk about that more if you're interested in doing that. All right. And so, like you said, this is your first pregnancy. There's a lot you don't know. So we'll give you a paper with a list of medications that are okay for you to take, and also the ones that you should avoid. For example, like we talked about, ibuprofen versus acetaminophen, as well as common actions or foods that should be avoided during pregnancy. Then, do you have any more questions for me today? Okay, perfect. Well, thank you for coming in, and we'll see you again in 4 weeks for your next appointment.